Well, you brought up Radim Mrtka, and I think the conversation should at least be had about how fun it has at least been to watch him play.
Of course, it looks like Tyler Myers, and it's just because of the number. At least that's all the comparisons I've seen.
It's like 80% because of the number and the size.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But yeah, he's been fun to watch. He's just at this point in time, a very raw talent that needs to be carefully developed over the course of a few years here. And maybe, you know what, my opinion, best case scenario for him to get NHL games would be next season if he has a good junior, and maybe do you think he even gets into the AHL games this year? Is that allowed? I'm not sure what the WHL rules are.
I forget what happens when. Well, Savoy joined the Amherst the one year. You know, remember the year where the fans all booed him?
Yes.
Apparently he ruined their team chemistry, and he ruined their playoff run and all that. But yeah, if Seattle for whatever reason they get eliminated from the WHL playoffs, or maybe they make it to the Memorial Cup but lose that, and the Amherst are still in it, I think he could join. So that'll be something to watch in case it happens. I will say he has really impressed me. Like he's popped this preseason. Like him and Bowen Byram, which I thought was going to be a train wreck of a pair in Columbus. Like that pair won them the game. Byram looked unbelievable while he was next to Mrtka, and those two were great. I thought Mrtka was one of the few players that actually was really good against Detroit in Detroit. And then he had a goal against and then he had a goal in Saturday's game as well. Now, on the flip side, Saturday's game was probably his worst game despite scoring. Red Wings picked his pocket a few times, in particular DeBrincat won a battle on the first goal. It's kind of similar to the conversation we had about the Prospects Challenge, where you're getting that full experience. But I will say, he looks closer than I would have imagined. I thought it would have looked really, really rough. And when you watch him, it feels like you're talking more about this is what he needs to work on, instead of, oh wow, he's gonna need to brush up on that in the film room or something.
Yeah, I think he's ahead of what all of us thought where he was at. I mean, I think his offensive skills have shown. He's gotten up in that play. He's better than we all thought, but he's definitely still young. He needs to fill out that frame. I know he has kind of been physical. He's been scrappy, but I will say, most of his scrappiness has been cross-checking guys. Even that scrap he had in front of the net where there was a big scrum. JP. He kind of started a fight. He kind of cross-checked the guy in the face to start it off. He's big. I'm glad he's willing to be scrappy, but I think it just shows me he needs to fill out that frame. He needs to get stronger so he could actually use that frame more rather than just using his stick.
It's a very fair point. It's a good track for development.
It's encouraging. A lot better than all of us thought. And I think, I hope our future is in a few years, he's our number 3, and actually a right-handed defenseman who's our number 3.
Yeah, it's good that the people we draft don't look like complete dog shit while we're, right out of the gate.
Well, when they make the pick, I know you were just making jokes, but when they make the pick, all we could talk about that night was, I don't want to see this guy for 3 years. Don't even want to look at him.
Raw talent.
Don't want to even know how good he's been. I'll talk to you in 2028. Now, I mean, yeah, we're talking about, can he join the Amherst this season? Because I think he could be, if he was allowed to play with the Amherst from the jump, I think it would be a conversation. And I think he could do it. I do think he could do it. I probably still would lean WHL in terms of opportunity. I mean, you look at the Amherst now; they're pretty stacked in terms of defensive talent. I mean, we'll see what happens with the NHL roster, but obviously you got Jack Rathbone, Zach Metza, who were there last season, Nikita Novikov, Sevalov, Komarov didn't even get any power play time in his rookie year. And then Zach Jones just got waived, which is a whole nother thing. And then you'd have Mrtka on top of all that. And you can't really prioritize development. He's maybe not getting power play time. That's all for like that's all in a hypothetical scenario. That's not going to happen. He's not going to play for the Amherst. You know, it's either NHL or it's WHL, and I don't think he's going to play in the NHL. But hey, he was paired with Owen Power at practice today.
Yeah, he's still there.
Giving him a taste of, what might be to come at some point.
He's the only junior guy still there.
Yeah, he is. But it might be that stupid WHL rule stuff again, They probably don't want to send him to the AHL because they'll just be like, it's just, we're going to send him back anyway, so what's the point? Might as well just keep him up here for now until we, have to send him back, which
Am I wrong?
probably be within a week.
I thought if we wanted to, Mrtka could play with the Amherst this year. Like, I thought the rules changed, or like I thought he could because there was a conversation being had about it. Like, it wasn't he's WHL or NHL. Like, there was conversations.
I don't think it would be because then I feel like more people would be asking about it because I feel like that would be a much more defined. I feel like it would be a bigger.
Chad DeMissis, when he said when Mrtka stayed with the team and wasn't sent to Amherst camp right to the start, he said he thinks that's more of a sign he's being sent to the WHL, which to me meant like they're not ruling it out that he could be with Amherst. Maybe I know how the rules have been in the past, but I thought something changed, unless I'm just completely missing the mark.
It's all so confusing and stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb. I think for him, I wish he was playing like in a men's league in Europe or something versus juniors. Like, I think he needs to develop. Well, obviously he has to develop, but I think it would help him more to be in more of a men's league versus a junior league. But it's the hand we're given.
Well, I think that's a lot of the argument for why people think Consta's game is so well developed because hasn't he been playing in the SHL for like the past?
Yeah, well, he was there for 3 years.
He was there, yeah, he was there, and then he went to the AHL. But yeah, that's probably gotta be one top three. The SHL's gotta be like top 3 highest leagues you could play in Europe. So. Yeah, it would be nice, getting him into a more of a professional environment. But
yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully, he's down there and he dominates. Like that's about all you can ask.
That's the goal.
Hold on, I'm trying to find an answer to this question about what the new. Because I think JP is right. I do think there is a new. Okay, well, this is for 26-20. Oh, that's what it is, I think. I think because he's a European import player, it doesn't apply to him. So I think he could be okay. I think he could play for the Amherst.
He's an imported good.
But like JP said,
he's not domestic.
But like JP said, if he was joining the Amherst, he's probably there for day 1 of camp with Hellenius and all of them. So I think he's probably spot on there. I guess, yeah. I don't know. These CHL ruling is just so weird.
You mean WHL?
Well, it's the CHL. It covers WHL, QMJHL, all the OHL. It covers all of them.
Sorry, casual take by me. My bad.
Yeah, not a big junior hockey enjoyer here.
Yeah, not huge into the junior market.
But yeah, that's what's going on with Mrtka. Like we said, it's been fun. It's been a very fun preseason. I think his stock has definitely raised from when he walked into prospect camp to where he is now, which I think is really all you can ask for. And hey, Wednesday night, if the D pairs are anything to go off of at practice, this could be your future top 4. Dahlin and Kesselring together, Power and Mrtka. Could be a glimpse into the future.
Yeah.
I'll say, at least personally, I'm more excited about Mrtka now than when we drafted him. Not that I'm not going to say I knew much about Mrtka coming out of the draft, but I'm actually excited to watch him develop as a prospect and follow him this season.